everybody. Welcome to my 2023 Christmas home decor tour. So why don't you come on in? I am so glad you're here with me so that I can share all of the new decor for my home this Christmas season. Over the years since the last video we did, I have mixed and added in new things that are special to me and also my family. And I thought, what a wonderful way to get excited for the season than to see everything. So we're going to get started. And right now we're actually in my entryway. So we just stepped through the door. And what I like is I have an entryway table. And I like to put a lot of really important things on the entryway table when you first walk into my home, because I want you to kind of feel that Christmas spirit. So there's a few special things on this entryway table. And first is one of my kids' favorite things, and it is this Letters to Santa box. And they put their Christmas lists in there. Their friends put little notes in there when they stop by. And we love it. We think it's really fun. And then also Moda sent me all of the designers, this cute little snow globe. I love snow globes. And the reason for that is because my mom had so many of them. The sleigh is really important to me because it was gifted to me from my mom as she was slowly going through her Christmas decor and switching things out. And the rest are just little gifts and trinkets from a shop in town that carries so many cute vintagey kind of Christmas decor. My favorite is actually the Santa Claus, and I love it. And I think it's just a reminder of how my mom used to decorate growing up. And I feel like I've just kind of carried that tradition. So I love that this entryway, you walk in and you kind of feel the Christmas spirit. And the last thing I want to talk about is there is a woman who has since passed on, and she every Christmas would crochet my children little dolls and little blankets. And this is something that she made for my family, and we just really cherish it because she always made us laugh and always made us smile and was so good to my kids when they were babies. And so we keep this as well to remind us of her. So that is right as you walk into my entryway, but I can't wait to move into the next room in my hallway because you get to see one of my Christmas trees. Okay, so we get to look at my first Christmas tree I want to show you guys, and I had to do a silver and gold Christmas tree for the song Silver and Gold. The kids helped me decorate it, and this is one of my favorite trees because it has like the fake snow on it. And if you want to know where I got the tree, I do like this brand. It's King of Christmas if you are interested in that. And I just think they make good trees, but especially the trees that have the fake snow on it. So I like having more than one tree in the house. And the reason is I like doing different colorways of trees. So I had to do the silver and gold tree. I actually have 2 more trees in the house that I will show you. But I like doing different, because you can't just put it all won't fit on one tree. So I like having more than one. And I like that as soon as you walk into the house from the entryway, you see a Christmas tree because it makes you really happy. So we always love this one. It's really fun with the snow on it because obviously it's very rare if you get snow in Nevada. So this is the first tree I'm going to show you guys. And it's nice because when we do open the door, people can see it right away. Okay, so right next to the Christmas tree that we just saw is the stockings, and this is where I hang them every year. And they're actually the last thing I put up this year. I wanted just to make sure everything else was decorated. But the reason these are so important to me is we're talking about family traditions. And this is my stocking. And my great grandmother, Wilkins, she crocheted this, and each of my siblings and my mom and my dad have one. This was something that she did for all of her family, and she's not with us anymore, so it's just such a beautiful gift to have. And before she passed away, I had gotten married, and she was able to make my husband one. So he got one too. He was actually super excited about it. But after she passed away, my mom really, really wanted to carry on that tradition for my kids. And she thought, I'm going to piece the children's. So each of my children, I have 3, she has made them each a Christmas stocking. And she's put different designs on them, and she kind of really wanted to make them unique. So my oldest got these cute hexagons, and then my middle child got the squares, and they're from various fabric collections. And then I love this one for my little boy. It's the half square triangles and makes that really cool diamond shape. And I am super grateful that she did that for my kids because it meant so much to me. And I know it means a lot to my siblings to have this from my great grandmother. And so I think that's a huge part of quilting, is you want to pass these traditions on. And I love it, and the kids love it. So I'm grateful for my mom, grateful for my great grandmother, and they were definitely hung with care, just to go along with the song. I have something that I have talked about on the podcast that I want to share with you all while we're here too. And we talked a little bit about kind of projects that we hoped to get done in December. But one of mine was actually one I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to, and I haven't been able to get to for years. But I talked about it, so I wanted to show it to you all. It is the Swell Christmas Urban Chicks Santa Kit. And this is what I was talking about in the podcast. We didn't have a picture. It's the log cabin quilt with the Santa panel. And if you look on the back, I can probably have Billy zoom in for this. And you make this log cabin quilt, and it has Santa on it. Now, I think they're difficult to find because these came out quite a few years ago. But I mean, if you find one, my mom even, you heard her on the podcast, she really, really wishes she had one. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I want to make this. So, but I did want to show you guys because I talked about it a couple times on the podcast. But if there is a project I'm going to make for Christmas next, it would be this. I just don't think I'm going to get to it this year, but this is one that I'm very excited to make. Okay, so this is one of my favorite places in the house. This is actually where I sit Christmas morning as the children open their Christmas presents and look at what Santa has brought them. And I don't know, that must be every mom ever probably has their own spot. But I keep this Christmas pillow from our Home for the Holidays book, and I keep this on this chair, and sometimes I'll drape a quilt over the chair, but right now I just have a blanket for anyone who wants to sit here. And this is a great way to decorate your home for the holidays, is to have different or assorted pillows. And I love mixing the pillows that we've pieced with just our regular pillows. So this pattern you can actually find in our Home for the Holidays book. And it's in print again with CNT, so that is very exciting. And of course it has other projects, but I'll be showing you a few from the book that I have in my home now that I'm able to use them to decorate for Christmas time. So I love this pillow, and again, just a way to decorate your home during the holidays. Now, another thing we talk about for either quilt organization or storage is baskets. And I have these quilts in this basket over here. I also have a pillow because we watch a lot of Christmas movies. And these are quilts that my kids have used over and over again to build forts, lay on the couch with. But it's a great way to store your quilts. And so I actually just roll mine up like you see and throw some in a basket. So I always need extra storage for my quilts because I'm getting to the point where I'm overflowing just a little bit. So this is a great way to display them and also store them. Okay, so we are on Christmas tree number 2, and this one also has a very special meaning because, as I've talked about before on the podcast, my husband's side of the family, it has been a tradition to go and cut down your own Christmas tree. And so what you do is you get a special tag that you purchase, and it's about 2.5 hours away, and we buy our tag, and then you can go cut down a Christmas tree. And we have loved doing this. My kids have loved doing this. And this year there was tons of snow. So I will have Billy pop up a picture, but you go and you literally Christmas tree hunt. And it's a lot of fun because you get to go find as a family a Christmas tree. And something really interesting is we need to know the right height for the tree, and my husband is 6'2", and so we know we can get about a foot taller than him. So we always have him stand right next to the tree, and then we can kind of figure out if it's the right size tree. So that's a little trick we use. And I wanted to combine this with a favorite family tradition from my side of the family. And every single year growing up, my mom would get out a big box of ornaments, and myself and my siblings, we would run up to my mom and she would hand us an ornament with a little hook on it, and we'd get to put it on the tree. But what was really special is we each had individual ornaments as well. And so we knew, oh, this one was Billy's or this one was mine. And so over the years, my kids, we have gifted them ornaments, and they have picked some out. And this is the family Christmas tree with all of the special ornaments. And the kids had a lot of fun this year because there's a few new ones. And these are all very, very sentimental. And that's what this tree represents, is tradition and family and all of those special little things. And I find my kids still looking at the tree every day and finding their favorite ornament, and they just love it. So this is the tree that will also have their presents under it. And if you look down, this is a Christmas tree skirt that my mom made, and I love this one because it is really bright. It has the aqua in it, and it fits this tree perfectly because this tree is all about traditions, and I love how bright it is and how it's just perfect. My kids love it, and it just fits this tree really, really great with all of the random and sentimental ornaments that we have on this tree. Okay, so this is just another place that I keep special Christmas decor, and I just switch a few things out. But the one thing I want to talk about is the music box. And this is also a snow globe plus a music box. So this one was mine growing up, and I love that one. It was a gift. But the really, really important one I have talked about before, and this was gifted to me from my other great-grandmother, and I messed with it so much as a child that it kind of started to break over the years. So this music box is something that I get out every year that is just important to me, and I'm so glad that it still plays music. And it plays the song My Favorite Things from the Sound of Music movie, and that was inspiration for our fabric collection, Favorite Things. Okay, so I just want to quickly show you, there's this table topper that I actually keep on my countertop, but I'm showing it to you here because it's also in our Home for the Holidays book, and it's a really, really quick and easy project and a way to spruce up your home for the holidays. And very quickly, we are going to show a shot of my dining room table, and my mom gifted me this runner last year, and I believe it's from her 4-patch pattern. I will double check on that. But this is where we eat dinner or breakfast together as a family. And these tins I keep, they're from the Swell Christmas. They go with the Swell Christmas collection. Sometimes I keep cough drops in the small one and candy and treats in the other. And then my kids can always find treats on this table if they want something for breakfast or just a snack after school. This is one of my favorite pieces in my house, and it's because it holds quilts. And so throughout the year, I will store my Christmas quilts and seasonal quilts and summer quilts. And I'm just gonna open this up because we are overflowing just a little bit. I'll move this one as well if you can see it. And I just love it. I love that it stores all of my quilts and protects them. But it's also great because on top, I can decorate with a few extra things for Christmas. So these are just a few extra things, signs, decor that I love that are extra that I have in my house. Okay, so this is the last stop on my home decor Christmas tour. And I recently got this chair from some good friends who own a furniture store in our small town, Sage and Health. They are wonderful. And I wanted a rocker, and I actually ended up putting my quilt ladder right behind it. I think I got it from Magnolia from Chip and Joanna Gaines. And I can hang 3 quilts on it, but you can only see, I think, one in the top of another. And I put some Christmas quilts on it, and I just love it. I think it looks good. And then I actually have a stocking hung on it because it was one extra that we won at a Christmas party. And I thought, I'm going to hang this on the ladder. It's super cute. But I just want to say I appreciate everyone for watching this video where I got to share some pieces and parts of my home that are dear to me and my family. One thing we didn't get to today is the 3rd Christmas tree in our house is a pink Christmas tree. It's decorated with pink ornaments in my girls' rooms. And also they each have a Christmas quilt on their bed, and their brother has a Christmas quilt on their beds. And that was something I wanted to do for them. So that was very important to me. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas.